It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at the 20 times LEGO games made fun of movies.
Hello there. Your move.
For this list, we're looking at the times LEGO games poked fun at the stories they retold in cinema. Which of these did you find the funniest? Let us know down in the comments.
If you're a gamer who loves LEGO and Star Wars, check out our fun-filled new channel, Brick Mojo.
Nice knowing you.
Come have a laugh with us and enjoy daily bite-sized videos on LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
You must enact an ancient ritual. You pick it at a real speed, don't you?
See you there.
Flexin' Ben the Fanboy, LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
Take that ridiculous thing off. You're just a child in a mask.
The Last Jedi gave us so many horrible moments that shaped the characters we loved into absurd shells of their former selves. But who remembers all the Ben Swallow memes that cropped up after the movie released? TT Games certainly remembered and practically mocks this aspect of Kylo Ren's character. In addition to teasing about his obsession with Grandpa Vader, Skywalker Saga shows Kylo working out or flexing almost all of the time, especially when he's talking to Rey. It's a hilarious look back on how much potential Kylo Ren had as a villain and how he became as big of a joke as his grandfather.
Can you see my surroundings?
You're gonna pay for what you did.
I can't see yours.
You're too late. You lost. I found Skywalker.
Did he tell you what happened? The night I destroyed his temple.
Gandalf, sleazy magician, LEGO The Hobbit.
Moria had been taken by legions of orcs, led by the most vile of all their race.
Both the LEGO Hobbit and LEGO Lord of the Rings games pack a ton of details and references that will have Middle-earth fans grinning from ear to ear, as we'll see throughout the list. For now, we want to turn our attention to an achievement called Conjurer of Cheap Tricks. To pop this, you'll need to startle enemies with one of Gandalf's abilities 50 times. This is clearly a jab at the wizard and uses his own words against him, calling him exactly what he claims he is not, which is a troll.
Yes, I am. Very selfish. I don't know why.
Nedry needs an intervention. LEGO Jurassic World.
You shouldn't use my name.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here! See, nobody cares. Nice hat.
If there's one thing you should know about Nedry, aside from him being a rotund pile of bricks fueled by greed, it's that he loves his junk food. He even tries to hide his own devious agenda by constantly offering food to his colleagues before slinking away to do his dirty work. One achievement in Jurassic World makes fun of this part of Nedry's character by tasking you with throwing soda at another character. The name of this achievement? Anyone want a soda? Got enough blades, Kylo? LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens.
You did not. I'll show you the dark side.
Kylo Ren's lightsaber has always looked a tad ridiculous. Come on, man, what are the two mini blades on the hilt for? Are you really that desperate to land a hit on somebody? Even LEGO The Force Awakens makes fun of this design, and it does so several times in the cutscenes. Kylo will often find himself jiggling with the lightsaber as the blades protrude from their incorrect spots. Heck, they even made fun of this when they announced the game back in 2015. A tasty platinum, LEGO Marvel Superheroes. This one is more of a nod than a straight up joke, but it's a funny nod nonetheless, so we're counting it. If you've seen 2012's The Avengers movie, you might recall the part after the movie's climax where Tony Stark asks everybody if they've ever tried shawarma.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
A post-credit scene shows the whole team inside of a restaurant eating what else? Shawarma. LEGO Marvel Superheroes references this bit by naming its platinum trophy, "Have you ever tried shawarma?" It's a hilariously dismissive question to ask the player after they have spent dozens of hours 100%ing the game, much like how Stark used it to shrug off the epic war he just experienced.
We're not finished yet.
And then Shawarma after.
Anakin's eventual turn. LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Anakin, help me!
Mom, no.
Skywalker Saga not only makes fun of Anakin's man-child behavior, it even teases his imminent turn to the dark side. As we mentioned in our 10 Easter eggs and references video, go check that out if you haven't already, Episode 2 Anakin has an idle animation where his blue lightsaber briefly turns red. There are a few other illusions though. Owning a Palpatine alarm clock that spouts "do it" on repeat is pretty suspicious. Then there's the fact that he colors at his school desk with a red crayon. We're sure there are many more jokes about Anakin going bad, but we'd be here all day counting those off.
Obi-Wan was right. You've changed.
The Jedi turned against me. Don't you turn against me.
Goodbye, Thror! LEGO The Hobbit.
Azog, the Defiler.
Okay, this one is a bit darker than everything else on our list, but it's still worth talking about. Just like in the 2012 film The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, LEGO The Hobbit shows us a flashback where Azog fought Thror during the Battle of Azal-Nul-Bazar. Whereas the movie made Thror's demise dramatic and emotional, LEGO The Hobbit makes it funnier than it probably should be. Instead of a decapitation, Azog flings him in the air and smacks him away to Sauron knows where. The flashback carries on with its somber tone, and there's probably no better way to have really portrayed this.
Defeat and death were upon us.
Palpatine's insidious intentions. LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Congratulations on your election, Chancellor.
Together, we shall bring peace and prosperity to the Republic.
It's no secret that Palpatine is the bad guy of the entire franchise. Even in the prequels, he was pulling all the strings, and looking back, it was painfully obvious. How did nobody catch on to this guy, really? Skywalker Saga makes it even more obvious throughout episodes 1, 2, and 3. There are so many shots where Palpatine is rubbing his hands in a devious manner, using Death Star merchandise, hiding dark robes and plastic lightning, and smiling a sinister smile when offering advice. He almost comes off as a troll, and it's hilarious to see how everybody else is oblivious to the obvious.
I know there are things about the Force that they are not telling me.
Let me help you.
Huh? How do you know the ways of the Force?
My mentor taught me everything.
The Sinister Swordsman. LEGO Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures, and LEGO Indiana Jones 2: The Adventure Continues. One of the best scenes in Raiders of the Lost Ark was when Indy almost had to fight an expert swordsman. While a fight scene was originally planned, actor Harrison Ford was suffering from dysentery during production. Ouch. And so the fight was shortened to last one single gunshot. The LEGO indie games include this fight in both titles and poke fun at it in different ways. The first LEGO indie recreates the scene, almost shot for shot, action for action, while LEGO Indy 2 makes it much more goofy and the swordsman's fall more humiliating. Yes, really, LEGO Marvel superheroes. The first LEGO Marvel game was a fantastic launch for yet another line of LEGO games, boasting a massive roster of heroes young and old, strong and weak, popular and obscure. One achievement, though, seems to direct a bit of resentment towards one specific character. Simply unlock Howard the Duck and you'll get the achievement called Really? This is very much a jab at the character, most likely due to his abysmal movie adaptation in 1986. Ever since that disaster, no one has given the duck any respect. We gotta change that soon, Marvel.
This is obviously no place for an intelligent, sensitive duck.
This is unreal.
A more charming prologue. LEGO Lord of the Rings.
In the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a Master Ring to control all others.
There are many moments where the Lord of the Rings movies can get very intense. Leave it to LEGO and TT Games to make things a little less serious. The opening to the LEGO The Lord of the Rings game helped set that expectation quick. While the narrator retains the epic and dramatic tone of the story, there are a handful of instances where the characters mess up their shots and choreography. Nothing more than a harmless, playful tease towards the movies.
And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power.
The run-in at Mos Eisley. LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. The Mos Eisley Cantina scene is perhaps one of the most memorable scenes in Star Wars history. For LEGO Star Wars 2, though, TT Games told it just a bit differently. In the movie, we see Luke confronted by 2 bar patrons before Obi-Wan intervenes and slices one of their arms off. This was changed to where only one of them confronts Luke. After his fall, the second patron quickly finishes his drink and bolts out of the bar. Yeah, we wouldn't mess with anyone who looked remotely like a Jedi. Burdensome Dwarves. LEGO The Hobbit.
Dwalin. That's your sons.
Bilbo. Baggins. Yours.
When you really watch it again, the dwarves are quite a burden on Bilbo. They just come in and start throwing their stuff around and throwing his stuff around and just making a ruckus, man. Well, LEGO The Hobbit leans into this heavily and basically reaffirms our impressions of them. Throughout the scene, you can see the dwarves carrying even more stuff and attempting to clog up more of Bilbo's abode. Say, when did they have time to get zoo animals into this home, How does Bilbo's home manage to fit a zebra or an elephant or a giraffe? Anyways.
I'm surrounded by dwarves. What are they doing here?
Oh, they're quite a merry gathering. Once you get used to them.
Luke's blue milk obsession. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
Luke! Take these 2 over to the garage, will you? I want them cleaned up before dinner.
This was the funniest jab Skywalker Saga has made towards one of its characters, and considering how it changes Luke's character, it was a perfect way to pay tribute to one of the worst character changes in the franchise. Between episode 4, 5, 6, and 8, there are a few instances where you can spot Luke taking a quick guzzle of that disgusting blue milk or obsessing over it in some other way. For example, episode 8 actually tasks you with finding his milk bottle in order to progress the story. It's a painful, yet amusing reminder of what The Last Jedi did to our noble hero. "1960s Batman. LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham."
Oh no. Our nefarious old foe, that plundering Punchinello, the Joker.
There is already so much love and appreciation for the 1960s Batman TV series, with the fight captions and characters singing their rendition of the theme song. The bonus level, on the other hand, hits way different. You can find so many small details that poke fun at the cheap production value of the show and how movies and shows were shot back in that era. Regardless of what age you are, if you're a Batman fan, you'll greatly appreciate this. Oh, the memes, they come back. LEGO Dimensions.
That's right. Leave it to Batman. Again.
Going back to trophies and achievements for a bit, LEGO Dimensions packs in a playful joke towards the meme community, specifically the Lord of the Rings meme community. Upon finishing the level painting the town black, you will pop an achievement called Simply Walked into Metropolis. This subtle joke is a reference to a Lord of the Rings meme where Boromir claims that one does not simply walk into Mordor. While that may be true, you really did just walk into Metropolis, and you did it without too many problems.
How is this possible?
This is not your domain. You have no power here, Sauron the Deceiver.
Tragedy is comedy. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
Mom?
Okay, so we all know that the Star Wars prequels, as bad as they may be, have a redeeming quality in their cheesy dialogue. Just listen to how Anakin talks about slaughtering the Tusken Raiders who killed his mom. Skywalker Saga snuck in a joke vague enough to fly over most kids' heads. When you talk to a protocol droid outside of one of the Tusken Raider camps, he'll tell you about how not just the men live here, but the women and children too.
This is a Tusken Raider camp. Home of not just the men, but the women and the children too.
Puny God. Lego Marvel superheroes.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Of course, with the first LEGO Marvel game launching so soon after the 2012 Avengers movie, there had to be some other reference than the name of a platinum trophy that few folks will get to see, right? Well, there is one joke they pulled from the movie, and it is tied to an achievement. Set one player as Hulk, and the other as Loki. Use Hulk to attack Loki until that legendary assault is activated. Enjoy the show as your trophy or achievement pops.
Puny god.
No! No more sequels! LEGO Jurassic World.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Steering into achievements just one more time before we end the video, LEGO Jurassic World takes another swing at the movies in a very playful way. This time, it's pointing out the excessiveness of the franchise. Upon reaching 100% completion, you'll pop an achievement called Next Time It'll Be Flawless. We all know in every Jurassic movie something goes haywire and jeopardizes the entire plan. Every villain thinks they can make Jurassic Park a thing and do better than the previous, and every villain fails worse than the previous. Clearly, this achievement was a bit of sarcasm and ridicule towards the franchise.
It's not possible. Listen, there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us. It's that life, finds a way.
A family joke that isn't family friendly. LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga.
Is Darth Vader my father?
Your father is. There is another Skywalker.
For our final entry, let's squeeze in one more joke made at the expense of Star Wars. In Episode 6, our ghostly mentor Obi-Wan reveals to Luke that Leia is in fact his sister. R2-D2 immediately sets off his alarms, aware of what has occurred prior to this knowledge. Luke's reaction is priceless as he slowly tries to comprehend what dark deed he has done and how to handle this revelation moving forward. For once, the story of Star Wars finally acknowledges just how wrong certain things played out. And we'll leave it at that.
Leia's my sister?
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.